Day 25, moderation with Mayor. I recorded this whole thing in the raspberry bush, and I called it In the Bush, and was like talking about how, it's nice to pick raspberries, and apparently I didn't hit record. So I talked for 4.5 minutes and didn't hit record, so content lost forever. Obviously not meant to make it out into the world, but the spirit of what it was, after a long, tired day yesterday, being kinder to myself today felt really important. I allowed myself to just be, not do the most, not take on a whole lot, not think a whole lot. I responded to a bunch of messages I didn't have capacity to respond to in the last few days, and didn't really beat myself up about it, where before I would have, at times, right, I get guilt and anxiety about not responding right away. And in this pause, it's trust yourself, trust that you'll be able to get to the things that need getting to. And it's weird to change that compass, right, to what do I need right now. And it's hot. When you're hot, more energy goes to just existing. I find I get grumpy and irritated, but it was nice to be in an air-conditioned hospital today. I had lovely patients. I ate properly in the sense of whole foods, and could probably drink a little bit more water. I'll work on that now, but overall pretty decent. And when I was picking raspberries tonight, I was just reflecting back to the summers in the past where I've been going so hard I haven't even had enough time to stop and pick raspberries, and you just watch the berries dry in the bush and feel guilty and don't really enjoy it. And it really only takes 15 minutes to pick the bushes that we have, and it's delicious, and it's that kind of repetitive meditative task that just lets you kind of wander in your brain and be present. And so that felt really nice. I felt like a sigh of just ease. It's just a simple task, and it doesn't require a whole lot, and that felt really nice. And so these evening simple tasks rather than scrolling, because I felt myself about to scroll, and I've noticed the more present I become when I do scroll, the more dysregulated I feel, in the sense of I just feel on edge. I feel like a part of me has been stimulated, and then that's going to take effort to come back into presence, I guess, because I do numb out with it, and I don't really want to numb out. That's really been a big theme of these first 3.5 weeks, is that it's been uncomfortable feeling some of these truths about how I've been living, but also I don't want to not feel it. I don't want to. That's how it moves, right? That's how sitting in dread, sitting in fear, sitting in overwhelm, naming it and letting it be is the most powerful way that I found. I know when I started this, I talked about what skills do I have, and it's not fun to do that at all, but it works. It works to let yourself just feel into what is dread? Where does that land in my body? Where is it showing up, and how can I listen to that? Because I've spent the first 43 years not listening, or maybe 30, whatever, a lot of years not listening. And so how can I listen has really come up. Pick strawberries. Ate some fresh peaches tonight with vanilla gelato. Good God, that's good. I think that fresh peaches would be on my last meal list for sure. There's just something so beautiful and delicate and profound and tender and delicious about a perfectly ripe peach. So, yum. It's 9 o'clock now. I will be going out doing a bit more irrigation and then putting myself to bed, having a cold shower, and hoping I don't sweat to death tonight. Thanks for following along. Thanks for the love and support. And any mountain is high enough. Oh, we're also getting some merch soon, so that's exciting. I hope that you're having a beautiful day, and that you're being kind to yourself and gentle to yourself, and that you feel like you can maybe look at some of these small parts of yourself that feel a little bit challenging. Any mountain sign.